I'm not going to lie. If somehow the Rookie of the Year race is not, like, done, if somehow, considering the fact that supposedly the most bets have been put on, like, Angel Reese, Vegas are going to have their biggest loss in history, which I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less about gambling. It's just to point out that this may be completely done. This might be over. It might be over, and to be honest, based on what we've seen so far, it should be unanimous. As great as Angel Reese has been, it should be unanimous. Before we get on, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to 23.5 thousand subscribers by the end of the day. If we could do that, that would be incredible. But if you've not seen the odds, like obviously there's this graphic here on ESPN where it's like plus 600 Angel Reese, minus 2,000. She's 20-1 on to win. I've never seen odds like this in my life for a quote-unquote neck-and-neck race. Like, she's 1-20. And not only that, by the way, that is the best odds. I don't know why they're saying plus 600. Because they are not the true odds. Angel Reese is plus 800. She's minus 335, Caitlin Clark. Minus 335. So if you put $1 on Caitlin Clark, you will get 3 cents back. You'll put 3 cents. If you put $1 on Angel Reese, you can get yourself a Big Mac meal. Like, third favorite for Rookie of the Year now is somehow JC Sheldon. How does JC Sheldon have better odds than Rickea Jackson? Either way. Like, to be fair, that is crazy. But that's 33-1 on. I've never seen anything like that before in my life. 33-1 on. And people are like, oh, it's plus 600. Man, you can get Angel Reese as high as plus 850. You can get yourself a nice... Actually, I don't think you can get yourself a Big Mac meal, especially in America. Depending on where you are, you might be able to get yourself a Big Mac meal if you put on $1 on Angel Reese. But madness. Absolute madness. Like, I genuinely thought that it was going to be... Like, I didn't think it was going to be this crazy. I genuinely didn't think it was going to be this crazy. Like, this one's over. This one's over, like... Barring injury, this one's over. Like, look, if Caitlin Clark goes and gets injured over the Olympic break, then there's a debate. Then, yeah. Look, Angel Reese finishes out the season, she wins it. Especially if she goes and breaks the total double-double record. She'll definitely break the rookie one. She'll definitely break Tina Charles' rookie one. But it's like the total double-double record was in like a shortened season. So, but like it is going to be tough for her to break that. She's going to break it at some stage in her career. I'm just not entirely sure it'll be this year. But yeah, she's like... Again, she will 100% break Tina Charles' rookie record. That is a given for Angel Reese. I'm trying to think how many games she played. Fairness, she did play 34 as a rookie, averaging 11.7 rebounds a game. So it's going to be very close as far as like her getting... I think she's at 11.9 at the minute, if I'm not mistaken. So she's got a little bit to play with. She's got 0.2 of a rebound game to play with. So she's probably going to do it. She'll probably break Tina Charles' rookie records. She'll definitely break the Tina Charles double-double record. But the rebounding record is tough because she needs to hold out 12 a game. And like, in fairness, through her last 5, she is averaging over 12 a game. So yeah, it's more than likely. It is a more than likely case she's going to get it. Especially because her defensive rebounding is picking up as more so even than her offensive rebounding in general. So yeah, it is. That is the only way that this Rookie of the Year race... And again, this graphic does not even do justice for how unlikely Angel Reese is to win, considering the fact that this is the... These are the lowest odds. These are the worst odds you can get Angel Reese, and this is the best odds you can get Caitlin Clark. So, it is a crazy old situation. It is a crazy situation, and I would say, if you're asking me who's going to win... It's obvious. It's over. It's over. Barring injury, it's over. Like, there's no way Caitlin Clark, who's probably player of the month for July in the WNBA. Like, unpopular opinion, the week that Reese won player of the week, it should have went to Kennedy Carter. Shouldn't have went. I was about to say, I think Clark would have deserved it over Angel Reese, but neither of them deserved it. Caitlin Clark, saying Caitlin Clark deserved it over Kennedy Carter is completely wrong. But also, giving Angel Reese over Kennedy Carter, I think is wrong too. But you're now looking at a situation where it's going to be a landslide. Like, I think right now, at this moment in time, you cannot, if you are voting Angel Reese, it's not in good faith. Just straight up. I think there's that big of a gap. There's actually no reason. There is no reason. And if you want to say defense, Angel Reese has stopped playing defense through the last 10 games. So that's just the truth. I'm watching these games. She stopped playing defense. Like, when she was guarding Stokes, they wouldn't even put her on Aja Wilson because Aja Wilson it was barbecue chicken alert as soon as Aja Wilson went on her. So they've stopped putting her on a lot of teams' best players. Even though, again, look, Angel Reese was spectacular through like 15, 16 games on defense. She's just going through a bit of a slump on that end of the floor. So I don't even think you can say a defensive argument because you've got like a pretty damn good defensive player in Angel Reese and a not good one in Caitlin Clark. But you've then got a historically great offensive player in Caitlin Clark and look, a historically great rebounder in Angel Reese. But you're also saying like, I was looking at the stats. I found the All-Star that has basically the same stats as Angel Reese. The 03-04 season of Jamal McGlure. In the 2003-2004 season, he was an All-Star. Jamal McGlure averaged 10 boards a game and 14 points a game. He was an All-Star, though. He was an All-Star. I don't think anyone can question that. He was an All-Star. But this is prime Steve Nash. Like, this is not Steph Curry. She's not Steph Curry. She is prime Steve Nash. And it is like comparing prime Steve Nash to prime Jamal McGlure. Again, look, Angel Reese is going to be way better. Saying that her as a rookie is the equivalent of the peak Jamal McGlure is not a knock on Angel Reese, because Jamal McGlure was a damn good player. He was an All-Star. But Caitlin Clark is borderline MVP Steve Nash as a rookie. Like, you put the right pieces around her. Like, if you put her in the Liberty, she's maybe MVP. That's not a crazy thing to say. Like, if you replace her with Vandersloot, let's just say there's a hypothetical situation where Indiana, instead of getting Erica Wheeler, and the Liberty just said, you know what, we'll give you, I don't know, let's just say hypothetically it was like, oh yeah, whatever, they traded their pick last year because they thought Leah Boston was going to get them into the playoffs and Vandersloot was in the trade and they didn't have Erica Wheeler. I don't know. But let's just say there's a hypothetical situation, the Liberty get the number 1 pick. Because it's happened that some of the best teams have had the first pick in the WNBA draft. Like, that was expected this year with Dallas. Dallas were expected to be really good with Satu. And the Chicago Sky are expected to be the worst team. So it was expected Dallas were going to be good with the first pick. But let's just say again, she's there on the Liberty and replacing Vandersloot. She's in MVP talks. Like, this isn't even a rookie of the year. She's in MVP talks with those players around her. But anyway, yeah, that is the video. Look, it's as good as over. The fact that this isn't even actually representative of how different the gap is between these two players, like minus 3,335 to plus 850 is wild in a rookie of the year that people think is close.